All right, peace, peace, making sure everything is working. Oh, I got it sound. Peace, 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 peace. Shalom, happy Shabbat to each one of you. Happy Shabbat. Forgive me. Thank you for joining me. This is Wednesday pre-lesson for Passover. We thank you for joining me. Let me make sure I get this mic right. I don't like the way this mic's sounding. Shalom, shalom. Peace, 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 peace. All right. All right. We thank the Creator for each one of you joining me today. This is Moreh Yaakov, excuse me, in ITFTR Network Wednesday lessons before Passover. Thus far, we had done went over meditation. We also went over meditation. We went over being slowful. And also this last one was it'll come to me. Just waking up from a nap. And we doing these Wednesday lessons, leading up to Passover. Because we can all take heed to the things that we need to do as we mentally prepare for Passover. We have to mentally prepare for that. It's not something that we just, get up and do and think about. No. It's preparing, just like the Shabbat. You prepare for it. Sunday, all the way up to Friday, we supposed to prepare. And as we coming into the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened, we prepare for it. Shalom, shalom to Sister Shamara Bowman and Emery, Tapora, Trey and Zayden, and Latoya G. Thank you for joining me. Make sure as when you come into the building, you press that like and subscribe button if you haven't, and you like what you hear, and share the page as well. I gotta forgive me, I'm kind of tired right now. But I'm just giving these pointers of lessons to prepare our minds for the Passover. Because you can celebrate the Passover, but if your mind ain't prepared for the things of Passover, meaning what happens at Passover, that was the angel passing over, but you have to make sure that you personally is in the right frame, in the right place, and doing what you're supposed to do in order for you to come out. It's a similitude of what's going to take place once again. So we thank the Creator for, just bringing us to this point, because without the Creator's mercy and His love, we won't be here. So without no further ado, we're going to go ahead on and get into it. This is Moreh Yaakov and ITFTR Network Entertainment LLC in the Wednesday night lessons called Moving Past the Past, leaving the past behind, or moving from the past. Because a lot of us, we don't move from the past. Even though we move forward, but mentally we are still backwards. We are still stuck in the past. We're still stuck in the back. The Bible says where a man thinketh, so is he. So if you're thinking past, you're going to be in the past, regardless if you're moving forward physically. And a lot of times we don't realize that our trials and tribulations, a lot of times we go through is because you're stuck back in the past. And that's what the Creator was trying to show Israel, as the Creator put Israel in Egypt. I mean, he literally put Israel into Egypt. So we want to make sure we understand that. Shalom, shalom to Sister Joanne Smith. Make sure as when you come into the building, you press that like and subscribe button. And make sure if you like what you hearing, share the page and let somebody know that we're here tonight. The Creator was putting Israel, he put Israel in a spot. Okay? That's what he did. He put Israel in the line of fire. And a lot of times we don't look at it like that. We don't. We just look at it like, hey, you know, Israel was put into Egypt because of famine. So they walked down to Egypt because there was no food. No. Who created the famine? See, because you got to remember one thing you got to understand. Israel became friends with their enemies. Let me say it again. Israel became friends with their enemies. Because notice, Israel was the one that went to Egypt. Every nation went to Egypt to get their food and they went back. But why did Israel stay in Egypt? Well, let's get into it. And then we're going to talk about not moving past the past. Because a lot of us, we get stuck in the neutral position, meaning you get comfortable, you get content, and you overlook the Creator's purpose that he has designed for you. Shalom, shalom to Brother Joel. Make sure as when you come into the building, you press that like and subscribe button. If you haven't done so, if you like, share the page and let others know that we're here on a Wednesday night. Now I'm coming from Genesis, the 46th chapter. We have to realize that there's a reason a lot of times why you go through a lot of things that you go through. It ain't got nothing to do with you. It's the Creator's purpose. That's why you don't, when you look at your life and you see the things that you're going through, just look at it, ask yourself the question, well, why? Why am I going through these things? What is the purpose for me to go through these things? You know, what I'm going through can destroy me. It can hinder me. It can damage me. And that's true. But you got to remember, you're just a pawn on the chessboard. And the Creator moved those chess pieces how he choose to move and what he choose and why he choose to move them, where he choose to move them. The Creator has the strategic point. And this is what we have to remember. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Well, it does, because you're the pawn. But in reality, it's the purpose that he designed you to fulfill for him, not for you to fulfill for yourself. Because a lot of times we forget that we are the piece on the chessboard that the Creator designed and created. And we always look at it and make it look like it's me. No, it ain't you. It's not you. It's the Creator. Okay, so without no further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Genesis, the 46th chapter. We're going to start at verse 1. Genesis 46, we're going to start at verse 1. All right? We're going to start at verse 1. Because we have to understand, excuse me, that the Creator's purpose. So verse 1 says, and Israel took his journey with all that he had and came to Beersheba and offered sacrifice unto the Creator. Remember, he's leaving. He's leaving. So let's go back to chapter 45. Let's do that real quick. And we're going to go all the way to the end. We're not going to read the whole 45th chapter. Well, no. Let's start at verse 1. Then I'm going to jump down. Then Joseph could not refrain himself before all of them that stood by him. And he cried, cause every man to go out from me. And there stood no man with him, while Joseph made himself known unto his brethren. Verse 2, and he wept aloud. And the Egyptians of the house of Pharaoh heard. And Joseph said unto his brethren, I am Joseph. Do my father yet live? And his brethren could not answer him, for they were troubled at his presence. Because remember, they was going to Egypt for food. And they didn't realize that was Joseph. Well, Joseph knew that was his brothers, but his brothers didn't realize that was their brethren. In verse 4 says, and Joseph said unto his brethren, come near to me, I pray you. And they came near, and he said, I am Joseph, your brother, whom you sold into Egypt. You see? So we see that now Joseph is in place. Okay? Joseph into place. And let's go to verse 5. Now, therefore, be not grieved, nor angry with yourselves, that ye sold me hither. But they didn't really sell him. They put him in a hole, and the Midianites came by and they saw him and they picked him up out of the hole and then took him. And the Midianites sold him. When they came back, Joseph was gone. So no, they didn't sell Joseph. So Joseph is kind of stretching it, but Joseph is telling them, don't be angry. Do not grieve yourselves that ye sold me hither. For the Creator sent me before you to preserve life. Now, here's a point that I want you to understand. Sometimes, and a lot of times, the Creator put things before you. He placed things strategically before you because the Creator realized the move that he's going to make with you personally. And you got to have something there to support you. And that's what was going on with Joseph. Joseph was there to support Israel. And we're going to talk about this real quick in a minute. Joseph is telling them, look, I was put here by the Creator for you. You see? He put me here to preserve, to help you. The Creator put people in positions to help you. I want you to really think about that. People are not in your life for just to be there. People are in your life for a purpose and a strategic point. Now, I want you to really think about that. Because a lot of times we just think about, when we see people here, blah, 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 blah. No. Joseph was put there to preserve Israel. And a lot of times the Creator put people in positions to help preserve you. Okay? Now watch this. Verse 7. And the Creator sent me before you to preserve you a posterity in the earth, and to save your lives by a great deliverance. This is what he told them. He's going to preserve you, and he's going to deliver you. This is what the Creator does. He put people in place for your posterity, your life, your health, your wealth, and for deliverance. You see? So now let's go to the end. Verse 24. So he sent his brethren away, and they departed. And he said unto them, see that ye fall not out by the way. You see? Don't go someplace else. He said, don't go no other place. And they went up out of Egypt. Joseph told them, don't you go no other place. Go straight home. And let father know. And they went up and they went up out of Egypt and came into the land of Canaan unto Jacob their father. Verse 26, and told him, saying, Joseph is yet alive, and he is a governor over all the land of Egypt. And Jacob's heart fainted, for he believed them not. He didn't believe them. Verse 27, and he told him all the words of Joseph, which he had said unto them. And while he saw the wagons which Joseph had sent to carry him, the spirit of Jacob, their father, revived. You see, sometimes we get stuck because of certain situations, trauma, drama, whatever. And we get stuck into a position where's that we don't feel like we need to move. And this was Joseph's situation, because he realized that his son, not Joseph, Jacob's situation, because he realized his son was going and Jacob was grieving. But the Creator will send you a sign through people, through your house, to let you know that the Creator is dealing with you. And it's time for you now to move to the next move. You see, a lot of times we be looking for a sign from the Creator, but the Creator give you that sign from people that you know. But a lot of times, if we do not pay attention, or we're not familiar, or we're not close to some people, you'll miss the sign. That's why he said, love thy neighbor as thy what? Self. Because the Creator is going to use people that you're familiar with. So now watch this. Joseph was revived. Verse 28. And Israel said, it is enough. Joseph, my son, is yet alive. He was comforted through the signs that came to him. And so when he saw the sign, he realized, okay, it's time for me to now not stay fainted, not stay dead, not stay stagnated, not become comfortable. So I need to stop grieving. I need to stop having a pity party. I need to just get up, because guess what? The sign of the Creator is here. And he said, I will go and see him before I die. We know Jacob was he was up in age. But because he saw the sign that came to him, he realized it was time for him to move. Because, and let me equate that to you. Sometimes it's time for you to move. Because guess what? Joseph say, I need to go see him before I die. That door ain't gonna always stay open. It's not gonna always stay open for you. See, a lot of times we think that we got time. We think that we have all the days, that the Creator is going to always keep that door open. No, 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 no. He's not going to keep that door open for you when he gives you the sign for you to get up and move into that door, through that door. And it's that particular door that he wants you to move in. It ain't no eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
catch a fella by his toe. No. He give you the specific door for you to move through. And the problem is, some of us become so stagnated and lazy, or we become so traumatized that even though when the door is swung wide open, we'll still sit there and allow the door to shut in our face. And then we'll try to pray and ask the Creator to help us when he already was trying to help you by getting you to walk through the door. He showed you the sign that everything is okay, but guess what? You still a sit there having a pity party. See, sometimes things happen in your life and then it causes you to be in a certain mood, a certain emotion, and then the Creator sends a sign to you through somebody to tell you to come on. And guess what? A lot of us will look, well, you don't understand. No, it ain't got nothing to do with me understanding. I'm that sign for you to come on through the door. See, what Joseph sent back for his family to eat was the sign for his family to get up and move through that door. But we'll sit there and be so concentrated on our situation, how I feel, what somebody said, what I think, and none of that ain't got nothing to do with that door, because that door is a time limit. Let me say it again. We go through all kinds of feelings, emotions, what I think, what I believe, what I want, what I have to have, and none of that ain't got nothing to do with going through that door. And that door is a time limit. It has a time limit on it. So now let's go to the next verse. The next chapter. Chapter 46, starting at verse 1. See, sometimes you got to see. You have to see that as that door is open and the Creator gives you that sign, it's time for you to move. That door has a time limit. And we sit there and we just be so casual, nonchalant. We be cooling in the sunshine, drinking lemonade, crying, complaining, angry, mad, and that door is steady open. But once when that door is shut, it ain't opening no more. So Jacob realized through the sign that Joseph sent back with the brothers, Jacob understood that that was the sign for him to now move. So chapter 46 in Genesis, verse 1, and Israel took his journey with all that he had. You see, he took the journey, he walked through the door. And guess what? He took everything that he had. See, sometimes, let me tell you how Negroes work. They'll leave some things back so they can go and come back. Because you know why they leave things behind? Because they want to go back. You got an excuse to now go back. I want you to think about that. When you go through that door, you got to take everything that you're supposed to take, and anything else, you leave that crap right there. I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. Because see, a lot of you try to leave some things there because you think you're coming back. And even though you may come back, but it may not be how it was when you was there. So you disconnect yourself from it and move through the door by taking everything that you're supposed to take. You don't take nothing more and nothing less. Take exactly what you need. Let me let that soak in you. Let me let that marinate. Because see, a lot of us, we'll sit there and try to carry more than what we need. No, Jacob, it says Jacob took his journey. He walked through the door with all that he had. Do you know when you take everything, you know you're not coming back? He's disconnecting from that place. Now, a lot of us will get comfortable in a place. But no, Jacob took everything, meaning he disconnected himself from that place. And it says, and he came to Beersheba and offered a sacrifice unto the creator of his father Isaac. See, he realized that the creator that he's serving, his father taught him that. He didn't say he's the creator of Jacob. No, he's my God. No, he is the creator of my father because my father taught me, learned me, and got me to understand thee. So he's the creator of my father. So in other words, what am I saying? See, we like to take credit for something that was given to you. So we remove the people that taught you the door. You know why he said this is the creator, this is the God of my father? Because the creator used his father to teach him. So when he giving his father the credit, he's really yielding to the creator. Because the creator used his father to teach him. The same way the creator uses people to teach you. But we'll learn the information and we'll just grab it and say, man, I don't need you. I could have learned that myself. You know what you just did? You just shunned the creator. Because remember I told you, every piece on the board belongs to the creator. And the creator moved those chess pieces in the position that he needs them to be. That's why anytime when a prophet opened up his mouth, he says, thus says the Lord. Because it wasn't never about them, even though they were being used mightily, but it was never about them. They had to speak what thus says the creator says. And this is what Jacob is doing, whose name was changed to Israel. He's giving reference back to who gave him the information, which was his father. And anytime when someone gives you information, you're supposed to keep them in high esteem, not worship them, not serve them, but you don't, not reverence them, but you acknowledge them. But we don't do that. Because you know why? Because we think it's always about me. De La Soul, me, myself, and I. That's why anybody who contribute to my walk, I acknowledge them. The creator is the only one that get the praise. But the creator used them to give me that information. You see? That's why Jacob said, the God of my father, Isaac. Because Isaac taught him. He realized it was Isaac who taught him. And he's giving reference back to his father, who the creator used. So verse 2. And the creator spake unto Israel. And see, this is the point. This is another point before I move forward. When you give reverence or acknowledgement to those who breathe in you the knowledge that the Creator gave them for you. Then you're opening up the airways whereas that the Creator can now acknowledge you. Because if you never acknowledge the people who help breathe in you, who the Creator used to breathe in you, because that's what he told Ezekiel, can these bones live? Now, I'm going to tell you, it had nothing to do with Ezekiel. But it has something to do with Ezekiel. Because he said that wind is going to bring everything back together. The breath comes into the body. You see? Where do you think the breath is going to come from? It's going to come from the Creator, but he's going to use who he chooses to breathe that life like he did with Jonah in the 10 tribes in Assyria, Nineveh. He breathed through Jonah, the people, repentance. You see? Never forget the people along your walk who help breathe life into you. Because you're going to meet them all down until you start to be one of those ones that's helped breathing into others. See, I didn't get here by myself. The Creator used people to bring that life to me. And I acknowledge those people by acknowledging the Creator who sent them to me. Now watch this. Along my journey, everybody couldn't breathe to me. There was many people who breathed, but they weren't breathing the right thing. But I'm going to show you about that as well in a minute. So as Jacob began to acknowledge the God of his father, by acknowledging his father, who the Creator used to breathe in him, it says the Creator spake unto Israel in a vision of the night. Now the Creator can deal with Jacob. Now he can deal with Israel. He can deal with him now. You see? He could deal with him now. Because he realized he's not ignoring who the Creator used for his walk. And said, Jacob, Jacob, he said, here am I. He did the same thing what Samuel did. What Eli told Samuel, here am I. Verse 3, and he said, I am the Creator. The Creator of what? Your father. You see? He's reminded him. Jacob acknowledged the ones where he got the information from. So the Creator's reminded him that I acknowledge your prayer. And I acknowledge that you did not overlook your father and became self-centered about yourself. He said, fear not to go down into Egypt. Fear not. Because I know Jacob didn't really want to go there. Jacob was comfortable home. He was comfortable in his own house, around his own things. But now Jacob got to leave, and now he got to go because his son is there. The prize that he was waiting on is sitting in a position. Guess what, family? It's sitting in a position where you don't really want to be. You see, the Creator put the prize in a place where you would not even think about going. You will not get caught dead to the right being there. You see? He told him, fear not to go down into Egypt, for I will be there. For I will there make thee a great nation. Now I want you to pay attention to here, right here, what the Creator said to Jacob. He told Jacob to do not fear. Take how you feel off the table. Take what you think off the table. Take what you believe off the table. Everything you take, your desires off the table. Take it off. That's what he telling them, to fear not. Because if I think, feel, and believe and start to move according to my desires, now I'm looking at Egypt. I'm thinking about what Egypt is to me. Take all that and throw it off the table. It does not matter. Okay? It don't matter. Fear not to go down into Egypt. Do not be afraid to go into places. Do not be afraid to go into places that you think that is not worthy for you to be. You see? This is what he's telling you. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. He said, for I will what? There. He's telling you, in that particular place, not someplace else. He said, for I will there. Meaning, he got you on a collision course. I want you to think about that. The Creator has you on a collision course to go to a specific place. You're not going to be blessed no other place but in that particular place. He say, I will make there of you a great nation. Now, I want you to look at that word M-A-K-E, make. So if you realize to make something, that means you have to have ingredients put together. And when you put the ingredients together, you can create something or make something now. And you just happen to be one of the ingredients to be a great nation. You. So that means, what is the other ingredients? The other ingredients is that you got to go into a place where I'm putting you at. And I'm putting you amongst your enemies. I'm putting you among people that don't like you. I'm putting you in a place that you don't like to be. It's hostile to you. Because all that what you getting ready to go through is what's going to make you. It's not going to break you. It's going to make you a great nation. Now I'm showing you something that you have to go through things to become great. And a lot of times when you go through it, you're going to be in places that you don't like to be at. You don't want to be at. You don't like to be in. You're going to be in positions that really feel uncomfortable. That's going to make you great. You're going to feel like you ain't got nowhere else to go. The enemy going to be after you, after your neck, after everything about you. But all that is what's going to make you great. All that is what's going to make you great. He said, I will make you a great nation. Verse 4. He said, I will go down with you into Egypt. You see that? You're not going by yourself. He's telling you, he's going to go down. He's going to go down with you into that position where you're at. A lot of you don't even realize the positions that you're in, some of the things that you've been through, that was ordained. Now you look at it and say, well, how is that ordained? That's ordained. Because the Creator put you in a position to learn. He put you in that position to be great. To become great, excuse me. Because anything that the Creator put you in is for a learning process. It's not just for you to go through, for you to get mad, for you to get pissed off, for you to start cussing, for you to start giving up, for you to walk away. No. And sometimes it can make you feel like that. But it's there to make you great. Because if you don't realize how great you are under pressure, going through, being under, then how do you come out being great? If you ain't never had to stand the test of time, if you ain't never had to be able to stand under pressure, being around people that don't like you, can't stand you, but not reacting, but responding. How do you know? How do you know that you can become great? See, Israel think that they Israel because, oh, see, I'm Israel. Rah, I'm Israel. No, the Creator don't care about you being Israel. That's fruitless to the Creator. The Creator going to make you great. That means you're going to have to go through. That's not something that you were just given an automatic title. You got to go through. You got to go through with it. You got to now, the heat going to be turned up. The pressure going to be turned up. Everything about you is going to wrap around you, and you're going to have to know how to respond correctly. See, the Creator can't use you if you can't respond right. The Creator can't use you if you can't think right. The Creator can't use you if you're going to allow your desires to outweigh what His desires are. See, you become like waste now. He going to throw you away. The Creator can't use you if you become selfish, self-centeredness. You think it's about you, but it's always been about the Creator. Because it's His purpose, not yours. The Creator put us in positions to learn, to educate us. Okay? So let's keep moving. He said, I will go down with thee into Egypt, and I will also surely bring thee up again. So guess what, family? Show me where the Creator left Egypt. When Israel went into Egypt, show me where the Creator left Egypt. I'm gonna sit there and let that. I'm gonna let that marinate. Show me where the Creator left Egypt and left Israel in Egypt by themselves. He told Israel He's going down there with them. You see? So if the Creator put you in a position, He's there. If the Creator put you in a position, He is there. See, a lot of times we think that, You know, we look back on our lives and we say, well, whoa, I went through a lot. Yeah, you did, but where you at now? Look where you at now. How did you get to the one God mindset? How did you get there? Because the Creator was always there. And it's not saying that we were perfect, because sometimes we were not perfect. But guess what? The things that you went through, you had to go through. That's why he had to put pressure around you in order for you to birth you out to be who you are right now. You ain't finished. You're going to have to go through some more. But you're seeing the greatness that's coming from you on the level that you are on right now. Because the Creator never left you. He went down into the place with you. I want you to think about that. He's not going to put you in a position he's not going to be in. He put you in Egypt, but he put you in these positions, but then he ain't going to be there. He ain't going to be there with you. You're going to have to go through that by yourself. Really? I should have been dead. Me, personally, me. I should have been dead. I had guns pointed to my head. People shooting at me. I should have been dead. But look at me now. Look at me now. And I ain't talking about no platform or no YouTube. That ain't what I'm talking about. Look at my walk. Because even if there was no YouTube, I still be who I am right now. You just won't see it. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. Look at where you sitting at right now. Look at you. What got you where you're at right now? Who gave you that mindset? Who protected you in the mindset that you was in, that you could have gave up, but you still here, and look at you now serving the one true Creator? Who gave you that mind? Who protected you for that mind? Who? Was it you? I remember when I was a little boy, and when I ran through the neighborhood, them guys used to be on the corner playing checkers, and they used to say, "Come here, little boy. Come here. Come here." And they used to give me wisdom. And them guys was drunks, playing checkers and chess, and they were drunks. But you can't find them no more on the corner now because bullets flying. See, just the things that I came across as I was walking. See, there's a lot of things in life you have to experience. And some of it ain't gonna be good. Some of it ain't gonna be true. Some of it gonna be a lie. I want you to think about this. We're gonna all learn a lie. We're gonna all serve idols. We're gonna be in place where these idols are. We're gonna all be in places where we pick up the habits of them. You see? And we look and say, well, see, they were breaking the commandments. No. The Creator put them there. No, he put them there. Well, why would the Creator put it? Because there are some things that you have to learn. You have to learn up hand, close up, personally. You got to learn it. And that's why I asked you what got you where you at right now. Because the Creator was in those places with you. There were things you had to go through and learn. You had to learn that. Because as you learn, it gives you experience. And now you could be able to look back and teach the experience that you learned while you were in that position. Because now it's authentic. Because it's you. The wisdom is coming from you. it's not coming from somebody who taught you. You see? You see how that work? See, Jacob had to go through, even though Isaac taught him, Jacob had to deal with it himself. But he gave Isaac the credit because Isaac taught him the wisdom that the Creator gave him for his son. But now his son had to now understand the wisdom himself. Because Isaac can't live for Jacob's wisdom, and Jacob cannot live for his son's wisdom. They have to each one live themselves the wisdom that the Creator is going to move them on the chessboard to get and receive, to learn, to understand, to master, and now to become the deliverer. So verse 4, he says, I will go down with thee to Egypt, into Egypt. The Creator gonna be there. And I will also surely bring thee up again. It's a promise. He's not going to leave you in that position. He's going to be there and he's going to bring you out. He's taking you in there and he's going to bring you out. He's taking you in it and he's going to bring you from it. I'm going to say it again. He's putting you in it and he's going to bring you from it. But as you in it, you got to learn to understand, to master, so you can now teach it. There's a lesson there. There's a lesson there. But a lot of us, we miss the lesson and just focus on the situation. He said, I will bring you up again. And Joseph shall put his hands upon thy eyes. Verse 5. And Jacob rose up from Beersheba. He woke up from the dream. And the sons of Israel carried Jacob, their father, and their little ones and their wives in the wagon which Pharaoh has sent to carry him. So now they all bringing their father into Egypt. And they took their cattle and their goods, which they had gotten in the land of Canaan, and came into the land, into Egypt. Jacob and all his seed with him, meaning he got everybody, everything. He disconnected from the land of Canaan, even though Canaan was theirs, but he disconnected from it. Verse 7, his sons and his sons' sons with him, his daughters and his sons' daughters, and all his seed brought he with him into Egypt. So when the Creator get ready to move, you got to take everything with you, family. You got to take everything. Can't leave nothing out. Everything that's willing to leave, you got to leave. You got to take it. And everything that's willing to stay, you got to leave it. Okay? You got to leave it. And it goes through the names of their firstborn, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to get into that, but let's keep going. Let's scroll all the way down. Verse 26. All the souls that came with Jacob into Egypt, which came out of his loins, besides Jacob's sons' wives, all the souls were 66. Okay? And the sons of Joseph, which were born him in Egypt, the sons of Joseph were born in Egypt, were 2 souls. All the souls of the house of Jacob, which came into Egypt, 70. Okay. And he sent Judah before him. Shalom, shalom, brother Marcus. Shalom, shalom, brother Caesar. Thank you for joining me. And he sent Judah before him unto Joseph to direct his face into Goshen. Now here's the catch now. Here's the catch. And I want you to pay attention to this. This is very profound right here. He sent Judah before him unto Joseph. Okay, he sent Judah to Joseph to direct his face unto Goshen. And they came into the land of Goshen. Okay, They went into the land of Goshen. Now, Goshen is on the outskirts of Egypt. That's the beautiful part of Egypt. That's the beautiful part of Egypt. Sister Latoya said Genesis 9:26, but his wife looked back from behind him and she became, yes, and that's what happened with Lot. That's what happened with Lot. She looked backwards, but the angel told her not to look backwards, just to keep moving. Leave everything. Don't worry about what's there. And she couldn't do it. And she turned into a pillar of salt. I bet you that salt is good. I wonder, that salt got a lot of sodium in it. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke. Let's keep going. They looked into the land of Goshen. Verse 29. And Joseph made ready his chariot and went up to meet Israel, his father, to Goshen, and presented himself unto him, and he fell on his neck and wept on his neck a good while. Joseph loved his father. How many of us love our fathers like that? No, my father wicked. But it's okay. He still reverenced his father. He reverenced his father. Verse 30. And Israel said unto Joseph, now let me die, since I have seen thy face, because thou art yet alive. So now Joseph, he gets to the place and he sees his son. Now he's ready to give up. See, a lot of times we be getting to that place too, where even though we don't walk through the door, we don't disconnect from everything. And now we say, well, I arrived, so now ain't nothing else left for me. No. Stop it. Like I say, stop it. You ain't going nowhere because you got a little bit more left in the tank, fam. Okay? Verse 31. And Joseph said unto his brethren and unto his father's house. See? Who is his father's house? That's everything else. That's everything that is attached to his what? Brethren. Their wives and their children and their children's children. That's the father's house. The families. But we say, oh no, the father's house is talking about the men. No, it's not. And Joseph said unto his brethren, those is his brethren, and unto his father's house. That's everything. Those are the families that is attached to Isaac and his wife. His wives. I will go up and show Pharaoh and say unto him, my brethren and my father's house, which were in the land of Canaan, are come unto me. You see, brethren in the father's house, the brethren only simply means he's acknowledging his siblings. And his father's house is the families that is attached to his siblings. That's what the father's house is. Does that saying that they came from the seed of the man? No, it's telling you he's separating his brethren from the father's house. There's two different things, because he acknowledging his siblings. That's like, I got siblings. I'm gonna acknowledge them. And then I'm gonna turn around and say, this is my nephew. He belonged to my brother. He belonged to my brother's house. Is that ignoring the wife? No. And the only reason why I say my brother is because my brother is my sibling. But if it was my sister, this is my sister's son. I will acknowledge her because she is of me. That's all that simply means. Now, if anybody want to challenge that, I'll open up the platform. Come on up and challenge it. And verse 32, and the men are shepherds. Let me put the link in, because somebody might say, you ain't put the link up. I'm going to put the link up right now. Give me a second. Take her to the link. Like we used to say in school, you feel froggy leap. Verse 32, and the men are shepherds. And the men are shepherds. For their trade has been to feed cattle. And they have brought their flocks and their herds and all that they have. Why did he say men? So he's not acknowledging his mother, Rachel, and Leah, who father taught them? No, because they're up in age. They're up in age. They taught their children. You see? They taught their children. So now the children had taken over that position. And he's telling Pharaoh that they brought everything. But remember now, all this that's going on, the Creator's sitting right there. He's right there. See, a lot of you'll forget that the Creator is still there. And his promise was you're gonna go into Egypt. I'm gonna make you a great nation. I'm gonna be there with you, and I'm gonna bring you out. Those are the 4 promises that the Creator gave Israel. But before I bring you out, I got to make you. You're not coming out until you're made. That means Egypt was the oven for Israel. Let me say that again. Egypt is the oven for Israel. Verse 33, and it shall come to pass when Pharaoh shall call you and shall say, what is your occupation? Verse 34, then you shall say, thy servant trade have been about cattle from our youth, even until now, both we and also our fathers, that ye may dwell in the land of Goshen. For every shepherd is an abomination unto the Egyptians. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Do y'all see that? That's the reason why they went into Goshen. Joseph told them to say that y'all are shepherds because being a shepherd, the Egyptians don't like that. So they're gonna put y'all in someplace separated. Y'all see that? But even though Goshen is the beautiful, best part of the land of Egypt, but that's where they're gonna put y'all at. See, even while you are in the bad position, you are still in a good place. I want you to think about that. See, Joseph told his brethren, this is what you tell them. You see that? This is what you tell them. You do not say no more, no less. This is what you tell them right here. Because they're going to put you in that good part of the land. But you know what we'll do? Well, why are you here? Well, because of the famine and we need some food and my family was starving. And Mr. Pharaoh, we'll do anything we can to make sure we help Egypt. And that's what you do. That's what we'll go right off course and say what we think, what we feel. Oh, you do anything to help Egypt? Yeah, Miss Pharaoh. You know, I was told to say this, but I think we could do better by helping Egypt. Okay, I'm gonna put you in the temple with the fake gods. And now you're looking like, well, I'm supposed to serve the God of Israel. You ran your mouth. You said other things other than what you were supposed to say. and this how we get jammed. When you're told to say this, to think this and act this way, do it. Let me read that last part again. That ye shall say. See, well, let me go back up to 34. And it shall come to pass when Pharaoh shall call you. This is what Joseph telling his brethren. And shall say, what is your occupation? What you like to do? That you shall say, thy servant trade has been about cattle from our youth even until now. Don't tell him that you're a tax collector, even though you may know how to work with money. Don't tell him that. Don't tell him you know how to dig a ditch, even though you may not. Don't tell him that. I'm telling you what to tell him. You are a what? You ranch cattle from your youth even until now. Both we and also our fathers, that ye may dwell in the land of Goshen. For every shepherd is an abomination unto the Egyptians. Because you working, they looking at that as a low life. Don't speak no more than what you're supposed to. The Creator will put people in place to tell you what to say. But we get to the point where we just say what we want to say. We say how we want to feel. We say what we think we think. And you end up in wrong places. And you wonder why you in the ditch, or you wonder why you all the way in the valley. Because you're talking too much. You're running your mouth too much. You're saying things that was never told for you to say. The Creator put people in place to guide you. But a lot of us, we don't want to guide us because we think we got it. Because, you know, I may know this and know that, but that don't mean you know when to take that right turn. You see? When I was driving the other day, and my company, they had me mad. I'm talking about angry mad. I'm pulling a 67,000 pound trailer. I was ready to get that, whatever was in that trailer, off me. That thing was beating my whole body up. I'm talking about if that thing could have slapped me, that thing was slapping me to sleep. That's how heavy that trailer was. And I was hitting bumps. I'm talking about I was hitting bumps. So when I was 20 minutes away from the customer, they called me. Oh, the port put the wrong trailer on you. Like, what the hell? It wasn't y'all. I pulled it out from what y'all gave me. Yeah. It ain't you. It was the port. They pinned the wrong trailer to the wrong pin. Okay, what you want me to do? Well, hold on. And then he came back. Well, we need you to bring it back to the yard, to the warehouse. Okay, I'm on the way. And I had to go 3 miles up the road to get off the exit because there wasn't no exit for about 3 miles. Going downhill. When I got in, I turned around and came back. So then, when I got to the point, almost coming in by Fort Valley in Georgia, he called me. Hey, how far you is from Austell? Austell, that's up there by Six Flags. That's about 2.5. You add another 50 minutes to that. I mean, another 30 minutes to that from this heaviness. I say about almost 2.5, 3 hours. 3 hours. Yeah, man. I can't run this truck fast. This truck heavy. I say, oh, you want me to take it there? Oh, yeah, if you don't mind. So then when I got on 42, he called me. Oh, hold on. They want you. I'm on the back road, 2-lane road. Now, ain't too many places I can turn around. Hold on, man. They might need you to bring that trailer back to the warehouse. What the? No. Y'all need to get this. You need to get this. You need to get this thing straight. Because I'm dragging 6,000-7,000 pounds. This ain't no light crap. say just pull over. I don't have a place to pull over. It's a 2-lane road. I'm going up and down hills. Well, can you slow down until no. I'm taking this to Austell. No, I'm gonna drop it in Austell. All right, just call me when you get there. And I had a friend of mine, he was on the phone with me. And he was telling me, hey, bro, keep calm. We're going to run you off for 42. Go on to 42 and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, by the time I got to 42 and came, and I ran all the way through Forsyth and the back roads and them back hills, them 2-lane roads, all the way coming back round. And I got on 75, and then when I got on 75, an accident. Boom. Back up traffic. Then when I got past 75 on 20, traffic backed up. Another accident. Boom. Took me an hour and a half to go 3 miles to get off. What a day, right? What a day. But what did I learn from all that? What did I learn? See, it's about learning. So I ain't gonna say too much until you start to put me out of my way. And that's when I'm gonna leash back. See, that's when I'm gonna say what I need to say. But the creator had my boy on the phone and he walked me on back through it. Me and him laughing and joking. You see, the creator had him in that spot for that time. And that's the whole point. Don't say too much if it's not for you to say. All right, so let's keep it moving. So now Israel is in Egypt. Okay, they're in Egypt, and as they're in Egypt, they're making a family. Okay, they're building up a family. They become a nation, and as they was coming into a nation, what happened, family? Let's go to the book of Jasher, the 66th chapter. Let's go to the book of Jasher, the 66th chapter. Israel is now in Egypt. And now Israel become a threat. Israel is now a threat. They populating real good. Jacob is dead. Some of the sons of they falling out, they dying. And now they're a threat. And verse 1 says, as the time Hadad, the son of Bedad, king of Edom, in Samalah, from Merkashah, from the country of the children of the east, reigned in his place. In the 13th year of the reign of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, which was 125th year of the Israelites going down into Egypt. Samalah had reigned over Edom 18 years. And when he had reigned, he drew forth his host to go and fight against Zepho, the son of Eliphaz, and the children of who? Shittim. Who is Shittim? Rome. That's Magog. Well, that's Rome. Because they had made war against who? Angeas, king of Africa. And they destroyed his whole army. But he did not engage with him, for the children of Esau prevented him, saying he was their brethren. So Samalah listened to the voice of the children of Esau and turned back with all his forces to the land of Edom and did not proceed to fight against Zepho, the son of Eliphaz. And Pharaoh, king of Egypt, heard this thing, saying, Samlah, king of Edom, has resolved to fight the children of Shittim. They came to an agreement. And afterwards he will come to fight against Egypt. And when the Egyptians heard this matter, they increased the labor up upon the children of Israel. See, you had to become somebody's labor, like we are today. We are the foreigners' laborers. You see? So they increased the labor upon the children of Israel, lest the Israelites should do unto them as they did unto them in their war with the children of Esau in the days of Hadad. So the Egyptians said unto the children of Israel, haste and do your work and finish your task, and strengthen the land, lest the children of Esau, your brethren, should come to fight against us. For on your account will they come up against us. So they were saying, your brother gonna come against us. So we need y'all to increase the labor. Help fortify Egypt. Because see, we know Esau your brother. We know Esau your brother. We ain't stupid. We know y'all came from the lineage of who? Isaac. And we saw how they resolve everything with Japhet lineage Shittim. So they're going to come and help you now, because they know that you are in Egypt. See, this was the Egyptians' way of saying, oh, see, they fear Esau because they're thinking that Esau is going to come and conquer Egypt to free Israel. You see, when people get you in on a job, they know you're a good worker. They don't want to let you go. They follow you. They monitor you. They watch you. You see, because they know they're going to get enough labor from you. See, everybody else goof off, but not you. And if you goof off, they come and do you and tell you stop goofing off, because you make everything look good. So verse 7, so the Egyptians said unto the children of Israel, haste and do your work and finish your task and strengthen the land, lest the children of Esau, your brethren, should come to fight against us. For on your account will they come against us. Verse 8, and the children of Israel did the work of the what? Men of Egypt, day by day. They doing the work. They fortifying the land for the Egyptians. They did it day by day. And the Egyptians afflicted the children of Israel in order to lessen them in the land. Afflict them. Meaning they saw how increased you became. Now they're taking you out, because you done did the work for them. They don't need you. But remember, the Creator is there. He's there. He's making you a great nation. Well, why I got to go through this to become a great nation? Because guess what? You're going to have the wisdom to teach the ones behind you. You're going to be the examples to the ones behind you. You're going to be the one to show the ones behind you. The Creator sitting right there with you in Egypt. But why he letting us go through this? Why? Because it's his chessboard. He said, "I'ma make. When I go in the kitchen to make a cake, I got to get the ingredients to be able to what? Put together before it go in the oven. And the oven is hot. to make that what? Dough rise. You see? And you going through and them afflicting you, it's the ingredients to come together to make you. The Creator's still there. He say he's going to be there with you and he's going to bring you up out of Egypt. That's a promise. How many times that we keep our eye on what the Creator told us that we're going to come out? Even when we see things going left, how many times we still remember and say, we praise the Creator because we coming out. Or we sit there and look at the affliction that we're going through. Because if the Creator put us in that position, then I praise that brother when he got killed. You know why? Because he's not going to be punished. Because guess what? His death is an example. The Creator's going to reward that death because the Creator got you in that position. He's there. He's sitting right in Egypt with you. So let's keep going. And the children of Israel did the work of them in Egypt, of the men of Egypt, day by day. And the Egyptians afflict the children of Israel in order to lessen them in the land. So they afflicted you so hard, hoping that you would die, or they sometimes kill you. See, they did this they was doing things on purpose to get a response from you. Because they know how powerful you are. Verse 9, but the Egyptians increased the labor. Excuse me. Yeah, they increased the labor upon the children of Israel. They increased the labor upon the children of Israel. So did the children of Israel increase and multiply. So guess what? Every time they made them work, they went home and they humped and they got babies. You see that? You see that? Every time they worked, the men went home, they got on, they ate, went home, had sex, women came pregnant, birthing out babies. You see that? And all the Egyptians were filled with the children of Israel. They started seeing this thing. They started seeing, man, these jokers popping these babies out. The affliction ain't working. Verse 10. And in the 125th year of Israel going down into Egypt, all the Egyptians saw that their counsel did not succeed against Israel, but they increased and grew, and the land of Egypt and the land of Goshen were filled with the children of Israel. They was all over the place now, because the Creator was there. When they try to lessen you, you increase. You see? Did they pay attention to that though? Did Israel pay attention to that? Verse 11. So all the elders of Egypt and its wise men came before the king and bowed down to him and sat before him. Verse 12. And all the elders of Egypt and the wise men thereof said unto the king, may the king live forever. Thou didst counsel us the counsel against the children of Israel, and we did unto them according to the words of the king. Verse 13, but in proportions to the increase of the labor, so do they increase and grow in the land. And behold, the whole country is filled with them. Man, in other words, let me interpret. Man, your words and your counsel ain't working. It ain't worth crap. Because every time we afflict them, they increase. Something wrong, bro. But the Creator was there. See, every time when you was in a situation and people thought that you was going to fall or no, you end up popping up, boom. Because the creator is there. See, the creator was using you right before your enemies and you thinking that, see, the creator used you on the chessboard. He made you increase in front of your enemies and allow your enemies to realize that they can't do nothing to you. But it was you. They were seeing you. They weren't seeing the creator. But Israel, Jacob, realized that the creator was there. But see, Jacob is gone now. But the Egyptians didn't know that the creator was there. So every time somebody tries to do the opposite, one thing, the opposite happens. Boom. And it shocks them. They think that you done been counted out for the count, but here it is, you popping back up again. Because the creator was there. He put you in that position. And if he put you in that position, why would he let you die in that position? Why? Tell me why. Verse 13, but in that portion, the increase of labor, so do we increase and grow in the land. And behold, the whole country is filled with them. Verse 14. Now, therefore, our Lord, King and King, the eyes of the Egyptians are upon the face Salakia. Now, therefore, our King, our Lord and King, the eyes of all Egypt are upon thee to give thee advice with thy wisdom, by which they may prevail over Israel and destroy them, or to diminish them from the land. And the king answered and them saying, give your counsel in this manner, that we may know what to do unto them. And an officer, one of the king's counselors, whose name was Job, from Mesopotamia, in the land of Uz, answered the king, saying, if it please the king, let him hear the counsel of his servant. The king said unto him, speak. And we about done. And Job spake before the king, the prince, and before all the elders of Egypt, saying, behold, the counsel of the king, which he advised formerly respecting the labor of the children of Israel, is very good, and you must not remove from them the labor forever. But this is the advice, counselor, by which you may lessen them, if it seems good to the king to afflict them. Behold, he have fear war for a long time. And we said, when Israel become fruitful in the land, they will drive us from the land if a war should take place. Verse 21, if it please the king, let a royal decree go forth, and let it be written in the laws of Egypt, which shall not be revoked, that every male child born to the Israelites, his blood shall be spilled upon the ground. Y'all see that? Verse 22, and by your doing this, when all the male children of Israel shall have died, the evil of their wars will cease. Let the king do so, and send for all the Hebrew midwives, and order them in this matter to execute it. So the thing pleased the king and his princes, and the king did according to the words of Job. Verse 23, and the king sent forth the Hebrew midwives to be called, of which the name of one was Shahira, and the name of the other Pua. And the midwives came before the king and stood in his presence. And the king said unto them, when you do the office of the midwives to the Hebrew women, and seat them upon the stools. If it be a son, then you shall kill him. If it be a daughter, then she shall live. Why? Because the man is a warrior, the women give birth. And if you ain't got enough men, then the Egyptians now could take your women. That's how that worked. That's what he was saying in so many words. Verse 26, but if you will not do this thing, then will I burn you up and all your house with fire. So hold on, family. Give me a second. So he's threatening them. He's threatening them. You're gonna kill your sons. See, all this is because they feared you. It was something about you. It wasn't so much of the multiplying. They were threatened of you. And what was they threatened about? The Creator was there. It was your presence. It was the presence of the Creator. It was something they couldn't put their finger on it. They couldn't put their hand on it. The Creator was there. You see? He was there. So now they're threatening to kill the warriors. Like they put the drugs in your neighborhoods. Put your men in prison. Black on black crime, what they call drug-related murders that was never solved. See, they did all these things to get the Negro out of the way, the Negro male out of the way, and they left the Negro female for the pickings. But they didn't realize that the Creator was there. Verse 27. So here we go. Verse 27. But the midwives fear the Creator. They fear the Creator. See, they realized that the Creator was there. And see, when you take your eyes off the ball, you forget the Creator is there. And you begin to focus on the situation in the words that people say, but you don't forgot about the Creator was there. He the one that put you there. Why would he leave you there by yourself? See, the midwives didn't forget that. So when they heard the king's decree, it reminded them, oh, no. We believe in the Creator because we know he's here. He's here. See, all the things that you went through, he was there. See, the midwives feared the Creator and did not hearken unto the king of Egypt, nor to his words. And when the Hebrew women brought forth to the midwives sons or daughters, then did the midwives do all that was necessary to the child and let it live. Thus did the midwives all the days. And this thing was told to the king. And he sent and called for the midwives and said to them, why have you done this thing and have saved, so I can save the children of Israel alive. Why? Verse 29. And the midwives answered and spake together before the king, saying, they spake together. See, it wasn't one that was standing where they could kill him. No, you're going to kill both of us together. They spake together. See, we always push one in the front and we all stand behind. He going to get killed? I wonder what's going to happen. He going to get fired? Shoot. I don't want to talk about that. No. See, boss going to fire you. See, I got to have my job, pay my bills, got to pay my bills. See, I got to live right. Let's see what Johnny going to do. Johnny in the office by himself. Oh, yeah, that was a long time. That's what you do. That's what y'all do. Then when Johnny come out, hey, what happened, man? Did you tell him? Man, we could get together. We could all stand together and we could get the people together and we could stand up against the boss man. Nigga, you ain't been in office with me just a few minutes ago. What the hell are you talking about now? Well, what did he do? Nigga, he gave me a raise. You think he give me one too? No, you got to go up there, face the man yourself. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I'm about done. So let's keep going. Sister Latoya says 2 Chronicles 20, 30 and 9. For if we turn again unto the Creator, your brethren and your children shall find compassion before them that lead them captive, so that they shall come again into this land. For the Creator, your power, is gracious and merciful, and will not turn away his face from you if you return unto him. The Creator can make them be compassionate towards you as well. And that is correct. The Creator makes these people respect you. You don't make them do it. The Creator does it, because the Creator's sitting right there with you. The Creator's sitting right there with you. He's sitting right there with you. But we think it's us. No, I ain't got nothing to do with you. And the midwives spake, and the midwives answered and spake together before the king, saying, verse 30, let not the king think that the Hebrew women are as the Egyptian women. In other words, we like your women. See, your women follow you, but no. We are separate. We are different. See, when the women begin to stand up to authority, it's a change coming. But as long as the women being compromised, then we stay in a position. See, that's why you can't sleep on the women. So it says they spake together, saying, let not the king think that the Hebrew women are as the Egyptian women, for all the children of Israel are hale. H-A-L-E. We glory them. We honor them. We respect them. We reverence them. We don't look at them no different from each other. We all are hailed. We are honored. And before the midwives come to them, they are what? Delivered. They already there. The baby's already popping out. And as for us, thy handmaids, for many days no Hebrew woman has brought forth upon us. For all the Hebrew women are their own midwives, because they are hailed, meaning their birth, they doing these things themselves. So when we get there, the babies are already there. So what we do? Just kill them? King, that's murder according to your law. And Pharaoh heard the words and believed them in this matter. And the midwives went away from the king. And the Creator dealt with them, and the people multiplied and waxed exceedingly. See, the Creator was doing all this. That wasn't Israel. That was the Creator. He was birthing these babies out. He wasn't not sexual. He was using, remember, we're the chess piece on a board. Hebrew man, Hebrew woman, sex, baby. They couldn't contain it. Egypt couldn't contain it. So now coming down to the close. Let's go to Leviticus 18. Israel has now came from out of Egypt. They are now out of Egypt. The Creator brought them out. They had traumatic experiences in Egypt. They went through a lot of trauma, drama, and that same thing with your life. Some of us came up differently. Some of us didn't have a regular childhood. Some of us grew up in the streets. I always say I grew up on the sidewalk. But some of you say you grew up in the streets. Say, I look both ways before I get out there. So I'm a sidewalk baby, not a street baby. But regardless of however we grew up, some of us grew up without our parents. Some of us grew up without a father, without a mother. Some of us grew up without a father or a mother. I mean, whatever the situation may be, but the Creator was there. He was there. Because some of us were put in these positions to be able to become great. Because in life, you go through things to learn in order to make wise choices. Now, some of you don't have to. Some of you say, well, I never went through that, and look where I'm at. And you may not have to be that way. You think all Israel that was in Egypt was on the labor force? No, not all Israel. All Israel was not there on the labor force. There were different things that all Israel was doing. But you went through in your life. You may not have went through what this person over here went through, but you went through. And the Creator was still there for you. So as He brought them out, and now they're walking in the wilderness and they're complaining. And the Creator sees this. He's still sitting right there. Parted the Red Sea for him. He's still sitting right there. The Egyptians sitting right there. He blinded the Egyptian with blackness. They couldn't see. They were standing right next to the Israelites. The Creator was sitting right there. While they was in the wilderness, they made a covenant with the Creator. Sitting right there. Still sitting right there for them. He went down into Egypt with them. He protected them in Egypt and He brought them out. They see the power. They hear the words. They see the law living right before their face. And watch this. Let's start at verse 1, and I'm not going to be long. I'm about done. Leviticus 18, verse 1, and the Creator spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, I am, I am, I am, I am. He always say that. I am, I am. You can't say that enough. I am. That's singular. I am the Creator, your power. That's the first thing He told Moses to tell them. Not we are. It's I am. Verse 3. After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein you dwelt. See, you lived there and you saw a lot. That's what I'm telling you. The things that you've been through. That's your experience in life. That's your experience to gain wisdom. And you saw how I delivered you. Not how we delivered you. How the Creator delivered you. You saw it. A lot of us been in all kinds of situations. And look at you now. It was the Creator. He was sitting there all the time. He said, wherein you dwell, shall ye not do. You know what happens when you are in a bad situation. You know what happened when you are in a position that people don't like you. You know what happened when you are wherever you don't belong. He say, remember that. Remember that. And don't do what they did to you. Don't respond how they responded to you. Don't act how they acted towards you. You saw it. You saw it firsthand, up close. You experienced it. Now it's your turn to teach it. It's your turn to expound on it to the ones that's behind you. Don't do what they did. And after they're doing in the land of Canaan, don't you do, when you get into that land, don't you follow them. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Whether I bring you, shall you not do. Where I brought you from, you are not to do that. Some of us were in gangs. That life should be over. Some of us sold drugs. That life should be over. Some of us were in the church. That life should be over. Some of us trying to fit in to this society. That life should be over. We trying to, the Hebrew women are trying to follow these secular women. That life should be over. The men dragging their pants, showing their drawers. That life should be over. You sitting there with all kind of idols, images in your car, your house, on your shirt or whatever. That life should be over. I'm gonna let that marinate. See, the things that you came from, it was for your learning. It was for you to understand and gain experience and master it so as that you don't repeat it. The Creator allow you to see something and experience something up close. But now he brought you out. And he's telling you, don't you follow that. He's telling you what you not to do. Neither shall you walk in their ordinances. See, one brother told me on Facebook before I got on that Israel got their stuff from Egypt. They took it and ran with it. And I agree. Because some of the Israelites, because here's the thing. When the Israelites thought Moses wasn't coming back, what they do? They made a golden calf. That's come from Egypt. That calf is Egypt calf. That ain't got nothing to do with the Creator. Meaning, they couldn't get past mentally where they been. So they was out of the situation physically, but mentally, they still were there. And guess what happened? Verse 4, you shall do my judgments and keep my ordinances to walk therein. I am your power. In other words, you're going to now follow my laws. I understand you was in Egypt for a long time, but I was still there with you a long time. See, when they were doing things to you, they was doing it to me. I allowed them to do it to you. And that means I allow it to be done to me. But I brought you out. He said, therefore, you shall keep my statutes and my judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them. He shall live in them. He shall live in the commandments. Not do them, Live in them. See, when you're just doing something to become religious, but when you live in it, it actually becomes you. And that's why he says, I am. Then he gets into the ordinances of being with people, because that's what the Egyptians were doing. You got to realize when you was going through your life, the Creator was there. And a lot of times he put you in that position to make you great. That's to make you great. That's to make you great, family. But if you continue to keep looking back and allow what took place in your past to affect you so you can continue to keep doing it, no, there's no excuse for you. Because one thing he told your forefather, don't be afraid. I'm going to make your people great. Go to Egypt. But remember, I'm going down with you. And at the same time, I'm going to bring you out. But when he brought you out, he gave you laws to live by. And when he gave you laws to live by, it wasn't for you to ignore. Every time Israel, that's why the older people didn't make it. Because they kept remembering Egypt. And guess what? When you keep yourself in the past, you're going to keep dealing with the consequences of the past. And the older people didn't make it. They were afflicted. Many of them died in Egypt. And many of them died walking around that mountain, the ones that came out. Those the ones that were judged, not the ones that were in Egypt. The ones who died in Egypt found mercy because the Creator put them there. But the ones who got killed walking around the mountain, they got judged because the Creator didn't allow them to have that mindset of rebellion. There is no in between. There is no excuses. The moment you realize he brought you out and he opened that door, walk through it. Your feelings, your thoughts, your belief, none of that matters. Get up and walk through it and leave everything else that don't belong, leave it there. And acknowledge the people that help you walk through that door because you're acknowledging the Creator. You ain't got to say the God of this person. No. I praise the Creator for allowing me to be able to walk through that door. And you ask the Creator to bless those ones that he put in your life to help you give that knowledge to, that gave you that knowledge. Continue to bless them. Because you may not never see them again, but you are praying for them. And you are acknowledging them. And that's when the Creator will speak to you. But if you think it's about you, the Creator will never speak to you. Sister Joanne Smith said, Proverbs 16:32, better is a patient person than a woman. It says better is a patient person than a warrior, one who masters the spirit than one who conquers a city. Psalms 25:11, it says, for your name's sake, O Lord, you shall forgive my iniquity, for it is great. All praise to the Creator. So we're going to end it right here. And those are good two verses. Those are very good two verses, because if a person is patient, it's better than a person who just wants to always fight. Because what they say, a hero lived to die another day,
But a warrior, he dies that same day. So you got to remember, the Creator put you in these positions. Not all of them. Like I told you, the ones that got killed through the affliction in Egypt, they found mercy because the Creator put them there. But the ones when they would walk around the mountain and they rebelled, they found judgment. They found judgment. So we thank the Creator. We thank the Creator for you being and sharing the night with us. This is Moreh Ya'Qob. See you Friday night. This is a pre-Passover lesson. And I thank each one of y'all for joining me and putting in the chat. So we thank the Creator for you. This is Moreh Ya'Qob and ITFTR Network. Moving, leaving the past in the past. And remember, the things you came through, the Creator was there. All right? So we thank you. We'll see you Friday night on the Shabbat in the live lesson. We're going back in on your Jesus. So until then, thank you for joining me. This is Moreh Ya'Qob and ITFTR Network. Shalom. What's up, Warren? What's up, fam? Okay.